The following is brought to you in partnership by Symbol. Symbol is a new sports marketplace where you can trade shares of professional teams like stocks. You love sports. You interested in fantasy sports without the weekly annoyance of fantasy league upkeep? Then Symbol's the app for you. With Symbol, fantasy sports is going to a whole other level. How it works is simple. You buy Symbol shares for your favorite sim teams on the app. When your sim team wins, you get automatic cash deposits, and you don't lose any money when they lose. That's it. So if you follow trends across football, basketball, and baseball, and you think your team is a sleeper, simply invest in your favorite sim teams on Symbol and watch your virtual portfolio prove you right or wrong. And if you want to get in on the action right away, Vendetta Sports Media's got you covered. Go to symbol.app/Vendetta and use our exclusive promo code Vendetta, and you'll get a $10 bonus when making your first deposit. Symbol, taking fantasy sports to a whole other level.
What's going on, guys? Jackson here from Vendetta Sports Media, and welcome to this episode of our 2021 NBA Draft Prospect Spotlight Series. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever the next episode in our Prospect Spotlight series drops. Head over to our website at vendettasportsmedia.com and follow along with our coverage of the 2021 NBA Draft. And also make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to stay up to date on everything that's happening at Vendetta. And if you want to be the real MVP, go and support us on Patreon. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at potential top 5 pick Jalen Green. Green was one of the inaugural members of the NBA G League Ignite team, which provides an alternative to college basketball for young prospects. Green was ranked as the #1 overall prospect in ESPN's Top 100 High School Prospects of 2020, ahead of even the consensus #1 overall pick for the draft, Cade Cunningham. Did Green do enough to prove that he should be taken over Cunningham, or that he should be a top 5 pick in the NBA draft? Let's take a look. Strengths: scoring, athleticism, pure potential. Jalen Green is going to knock down shots in bunches, and you're probably not going to be able to stop him. There's no place on the floor that he cannot score from. Driving dunks, floaters, step back threes, Green has a wide range of options in his bag. Also, it's not like Green is heaving up shots with little regard for efficiency or shot selection. If I had to bet on anyone in the 2021 NBA draft class to win a scoring title in their NBA career, it would be Jalen Green. Green has some insanely fluid athleticism. He can jump out the gym and is extremely fast, beating defenders off the dribble with ease. Guarding him in transition is an absolute nightmare. Green's fast twitch play allows him to create space off stepbacks or slide right past defenders on the way to a driving dunk. His athletic prowess helps him in isolation scenarios because he can beat most defenders with his speed and agility. Cade Cunningham might have the highest floor of anyone in the 2021 class, but Jalen Green has the highest ceiling. Dead serious when I say this guy has the potential to become a generational talent and the best player in the class. Part of why he isn't getting any nods as the best prospect in the class is because his G League season was not widely televised or covered by the media. Cunningham certainly deserves all the hype he's getting, but Green didn't get nearly the same attention despite being on a similar tier. Weaknesses: reading the floor, offensive inconsistency, defensive intensity. Up front, Green doesn't have any red flag weakness. In these posts and videos, we try to come up with at least 3 weaknesses for every prospect, but this time it was legitimately difficult. Jalen Green's game is very well rounded for a 19-year-old, and it shouldn't take him long to have an impact in the NBA. Green played quite a few sets with the Ignite as a pick and roll ball handler, but he doesn't have the ability to make much beyond basic reads. He isn't a bad initiator by any means, but any team that drafts him shouldn't give him a ton of playmaking duties right away. Being able to consistently hit the open man when the defense crashes will take Green's game to the next level. Sometimes he throws off target passes and makes questionable reads when handling the ball. It's the biggest flaw he has as a prospect. As with most players who primarily make their living from scoring, there are times with Green where it seems like he can't buy a shot. This happens to pretty much everyone who's ever played basketball, so it's not really a huge concern. Where it can be an issue is if Green tries to force shots when it's clear that they aren't falling. It will be key for him to find alternate ways to benefit the offense if he starts missing shots. Finally, Green projects to be a solid defender at the next level once he fills out his frame. However, sometimes he can totally check out or looks lost on defense. With the Ignite team, he frequently misread the floor to where the defense fell apart because he missed a rotation or a switch. The defensive end is where Jalen Green could stand to apply himself more. He's pretty good at defense when he wants to be, so it's just really a mental thing at this point. The Orlando Magic and Oklahoma City Thunder are two teams with a high likelihood of being able to draft Jalen Green. They each present good fits as a team that are starting from scratch with their rotations. Slotting Green as the shooting guard alongside Cole Anthony or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would be great for all parties involved, creating one of the best young backcourts in the league in either case. The Thunder have a ton of picks in this draft, so selecting Green and then trading picks for an established player could pay dividends for next season. It might be considered as a long shot scenario, but don't count out the Golden State Warriors and them trying to make a move up in the draft for Green. Packaging their lottery pick with Andrew Wiggins, who's coming off a career year, should be their first offer. The Warriors are at the tail end of their dynasty, and it's important for them to get players who can restart it. Giving Green the opportunity to play alongside Steph Curry and Klay Thompson would really set him up for success. Who hasn't benefited from playing with Steph Curry? This probably won't happen, but the Warriors would be a good destination as Golden State tries to figure out where to hand the keys for their future. Jalen Green's game is very reminiscent of Bradley Beal, but a bit more on the athletic side. Zach LaVine also gets thrown around in there, but Beal would be a better comp for Green's combination of length, defensive upside, and shot-making ability. He's probably closer to LaVine in the athleticism department, but the completeness of Beal's game is a great picture of what Green will offer at the NBA level. There is no way Jalen Green is not a top 5 pick. Something catastrophic would have to occur to him to fall any further than number 5. He's honestly a sleeper for the top overall selection, but it's pretty much guaranteed at this point that Cade Cunningham will go number 1 overall to the Detroit Pistons. Whoever drafts Jalen Green will have gotten themselves a superstar and potentially a generational talent. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of our 2021 NBA Draft Prospect Spotlight Series. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a new prospect video drops or whenever any of a new episode of our multitude of podcasts or fantasy shows drop as well. This is Jackson Law from Vendetta Sports Media, signing off, and I will see you guys next time.